What's going on? It's you like that? Yeah, get it pumped, get pumped up.
Amazing.
That's what I'm talking about. We get pumped up. Why are we getting pumped up? It's because we love the 80s horror movies. It's very debatable that the movies in the 80s are the best horror movies of all time. It's very debatable, right? I'm not going to knock it. You know, I'm not going to knock it. I kind of agree with that, right?
Yeah.
All right, but this is awesome. Today on the Purple Nectar podcast, thank you. Two awesome guests here today. We got Brandon Gorekeeper, that's right.
Hello.
And Lewis the Legend Lecca.
I love that legend, man. Since
you like that?
Thanks, man. I think I'll use it.
Hey, you should do it. Do it. Patented. Copyright. No, I was kidding. From Nuke the Fridge. That's right.
Nuke the Fridge and newreport.com. Nuke the Fridge is probably the bigger website.
So make sure you... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Nerd Report is the sister website and stuff like that. And we have a YouTube channel as well. So
so chat. The Movie Dojo Army is slowly coming in now. Make sure you guys subscribe. Go over to Nuke the Fridge and subscribe to Gorekeeper as well. Got great content over there. Lewis, the interviewer of the stars, Lecca.
Yeah, I've done a few. I had YouTube to the roster and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I only get starstruck with YouTubers. It's so weird. So you'll go to Nuke the Fridge and you'll see me interviewing everyone: Russell Crowe, Keanu Reeves, and Jason Momoa, whatever. But just to drop a few names, but if I meet you guys in person, I'm like, oh my god, I'm serious. I'm not bullshitting, man. I met Jody's Corner. I get starstruck with him. I get starstruck with Ignore. I get starstruck with the YouTubers.
Oh well. You don't have to get starstruck with me, man.
I am right now, dude.
I'm a regular schlub. I'm just a schmuck.
Yeah, me too. I'm not special.
You, my friend, from Robert De Niro from Analyze This. You. You're the man right now. Oh, how's it going with Frankensteins?
Oh, it's great. Are you guys from LA or no? Or
we're out here in Cali. Yeah, we've gone to the new Frankensteins when they moved.
I was there. Well, now since we're friends, we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you my number.
Okay.
So you could just walk to the front because there is a pandemic.
Oh shit.
It's doing very well. The geniuses who actually own it stayed open, and they practice social distancing to the T. They have hand sanitizers.
Nice.
Every time the health department inspects it, they're like, "You guys are the best." And I'm not bullshitting because I work there, but yeah, they did say you guys are the best. They never had any problems with that. And knock on wood, we're in a bigger location, so there's plenty of room for social distancing and stuff like that.
Nice.
Very family friendly. A lot of horror. A lot of that stuff you have in the background is represented.
Yes,
that's awesome.
I love that store. I mean, I was there before the pandemic, so it's good. It's good to know that it's the store is still badass, kicking ass, and still doing well during the pandemic. That is awesome. So
good to hear.
Limited capacity and stuff, but it's a mini Comic-Con, so check it out.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Brandon, it's an amazing store, man. Like, it's ridiculous.
I have nothing like that up here in Minnesota. There's nothing.
I'm lucky that I don't live like up the street from it, because I'd be broke like every week. It'd be bad. I'd be going there every week to buy stuff, you know. But it takes me a little bit of ways to get there, but it's worth it. So Frankensteins represent. Follow Frankensteins.
Over almost 30 years, man. It's like a mini Comic-Con there, and
it is. It's pretty amazing. All right, we got the Movie Dojo Army showing up right now. Who's here? We got Samurai Guy with a bow tie. That's right. Orlando, John Young, Kelly Kells. She stopped everything I was doing for this. Well, that's awesome. All right. Last Voorhees child, right? And we got Jason Voorhees chasing the little kid in the background in Gorekeeper's house.
Yeah.
That's normal, right? You got the Texas Chainsaw family in the background. Is that what's going on there?
I got a bunch of stuff, man. I at the top row is all my collectibles, and then behind me is like autographed 8x10s and all VHSs is the rest of it.
Nice.
VHS collector here, so
yeah, he's a big VHS collector. Do you have any VHSs collection, Lewis, or you got rid of those?
I mostly got rid of most of them, but I did find the Halloween blockbuster, Halloween 1. I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2. Somewhere in here. I have some Star Wars, but not many. No, not really. I got another room full of stuff as well.
Nice.
But what I do collect, as I decided a long time ago, is I buy the movies that meant a lot to me growing up. So you'll see Halloween on DVD,
right,
to Blu-ray, to 4K, each version of it. I do have. I did buy a lot. There we go. A lot of bootleg versions of films that weren't out until they were out officially. Then I bought the official Halloween 666, Halloween director's cut, whatever you want. I had that. I have every single Star Wars thing known to man. I have interviews with George Lucas claiming there's 12 movies, contradicting himself about every movie. So, and special features, so stuff like that. Yeah, I'm pretty nerdy.
It's like poetry. It's like they rhyme.
Yeah, I have 12 movies. I swear. I had this all planned. That's why I have the brother and sister making out and making babies.
Oh man, but this is awesome to have these two guys here. We're talking horror movies today. That's right. We're getting it done. We're representing one of our favorite movie genres of all time, horror films. That's right. The badassity. That's right. The adrenaline rush of horror movies. That's right. And a while back on Gorekeeper's channel, if you guys want to go check it out, me and Brandon looked over the list for the best top 50 90s horror films that came out in the 90s. We went over that, and we called some bullshit on some of them, but overall, it was okay.
It was a decent list. It wasn't horrible.
Yeah. Right. But now, I'm an 80s kid, so I got to represent the 80s here. So we gonna look over the list. We gonna make sure it's all right. Otherwise we gonna call bullshit and be like, that movie right there, get the fuck out of here. All right? or we're gonna be like, well, why isn't that movie on the list? Right? So we're here to discuss, to talk. This is gonna be fun. Brandon, you have the list, my good sir.
I do.
Jump right into it. What do we got for number 50? Let's go.
Number 50 is, and I saw this one before, right when I pulled it up, so I knew about this one. This is the only one I know about ahead of time. Is Chud.
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm fine with Chud being on there. It's a pretty cool movie.
Yeah.
That's good to have 49 movies ahead of it, but okay. In one day.
I know, right? This might be one of those.
Chud is super fun.
Higher or lower, you know what I mean? It might be one of these lists too. Before you continue, Brandon, I forgot to. Let's let chat know what list you're reading off of in case they want to look at it themselves.
Oh, yeah. I'm on Collider.com.
Okay.
And it is just the 50 best horror movies of the 1980s, but it's on Collider. That's where I'm getting the source from.
Who created the list? Is it them, or is it did they pull from another source?
I'm not sure.
It's probably maybe it's the author's list. Not sure.
I'd have to get to the way bottom. For that.
Yeah, don't worry.
No, we're good.
We'll get there.
All right, number 49.
Number 49, one of my personal favorites, a basket case.
Yes.
What's in the basket? Yeah.
Higher for me.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's super. I love all the Frank Henenlotter movies that I've seen at least.
Yeah. It's so hilarious. It's just, the practical effects are fun.
Yeah,
and there's some fun gore moments, but it's just the cheese is the charm with Basket Case.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. It's just you can't watch it and you take it seriously. You're not supposed to take it seriously.
No, it's just a blast. It kind of reminds me of like a smaller version of Rawhead Rex. Like it's just dumb.
Yeah,
and like the effects aren't good, but it's a blast anyways.
Yeah, sure. I root for Basket Case.
Yeah, Basket Case rocks. 48, one that I have but haven't seen. Night of the Comet.
Yes.
I have seen that one. Is that Peter Jackson, anyways? Somebody famous is in there.
Let's see.
Somebody really involved in there.
The two girls, the smaller one, she was in Chopping Mall. And the taller one, the main star, the brunette, she was in the Last Starfighter. But
I recently watched this one. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah. It's like a weird alien zombie apocalypse thing, right?
Yeah. It's like
I know it's like a post-apocalyptic kind of, but I've never actually seen it. I just got it like a couple months ago, but I haven't hooked up my VHS player yet, so I haven't watched it. But
it's good. I say it belongs there.
Okay,
it's good.
Cool.
It's entertaining.
I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, it's unique. It's like not that many movies are like it. It's very strange, but it's unique.
I watched that documentary In Search of Darkness. It's on Shudder. I don't know if you guys have checked that out, but it's an awesome 80s horror movie documentary, and they talk about Night of the Comet on there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they talk about it on there. So that's when I was like, oh, well, I have that movie. This looks actually really good. Maybe I should actually check it out. Because I have a ton behind me that I have that I'm never going to watch. But that's definitely one that stuck out to me. Like, oh, I need to actually see that.
Yeah, I have that documentary in my queue. I just haven't watched it yet. I heard great things.
Oh, it's awesome. I haven't seen part 2 yet, but it just came out on Blu-ray, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or it's pre-ordering at least, but it's not on Shudder yet. But I assume it will be at some point. 47 is Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
You can't get the Kyoto Brothers, I believe.
Yep, Kyoto Brothers. Yep.
Yeah, that's a huge classic. It's man, I don't want to say cheesy, but it's cheesy.
It's cheesy
at the same time, with a lot of great stop motion, right?
Yeah. Have you ever seen Ernest Scared Stupid?
No.
Maybe
I have.
Basically, you know the Ernest movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically in that movie there's a bunch of trolls, and they didn't have a big enough budget to They didn't have a big enough budget to make all the trolls from scratch, so they bought the old prosthetics from Killer Clowns to Outer Space and just repainted them. And so all the trolls from Ernest Scared Stupid are actually the clowns just repainted from Killer Clowns to Outer Space.
I can see that because those clowns look very unclowny.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Ernest Scared Stupid is an awesome movie, and if you like Killer Clowns to Outer Space, you should watch it just to see like the creatures, familiar creatures and stuff.
Yeah, Killer Clowns, I laughed hysterically throughout the whole, like the balloon dog scene. The balloon dog scene. Come on.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to track the humans that escape, and all of a sudden he whips out a balloon, makes a dog, and then he puts it on a leash, and it starts tracking down the humans. I was laughing hysterically.
I like the shadow puppet scene a lot.
Yeah, shadow puppet.
Shadow puppet was great.
Which one?
The shadow puppet scene.
Yeah. And what about the boxing scene? The little one.
Oh, yeah.
Punched the guy's head off and went in a trash can. It was great.
Yeah. That happened a lot in 80s movies where someone would just punch somebody's head off. Like, it seemed to be a thing.
It's fun.
Friday the 13th part, Jason New York.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do we got next? What's next?
46 is Child's Play. That should be way higher.
It should be, but at least it's on the list.
Yeah.
I'm hesitant to say what should be higher or not unless I see the list.
Right.
But Child's Play. Okay, let's see Child's Play is a cult. It's big, man. I mean,
that's like an all-time classic. You think that'd be higher? 10. Yeah, for sure.
And what number is this?
46.
Wow, because I mean, we're even getting a new show pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that. By the way, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. All right,
number 45, John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness.
Yes,
I did not expect to see that on this list, but I'm glad it's on there.
I like not higher than Child's Play, but it's still
no.
I like it. I like the movie. The more I watch Prince of Darkness, I like it more.
Yeah, it's definitely not like one of those 80s fun movies, but it's a good movie. You know,
there's something very unsettling about it.
Yes.
From beginning to end. The music, the tone, there's something very odd and unsettling about the movie. And it's just classic John Carpenter. And
Donald Pleasance.
Donald Pleasance again.
Donald Pleasance. You got the cast from Big Trouble in Little China in there too. Some of the cast from Big Trouble in Little China in there. But,
Victor Wong.
Mm-hmm. And Egg Shen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guy who played Egg Shen, the actor who played Egg Shen. He was like the secondary guy to Donald Pleasance. But that's one scene where they're watching the TV footage.
Yes, that's the best scene of the movie.
That scene freaked me out when I was young, man. That scene, I was like, dude, what is happening right now? It's almost like you don't. It's almost like did I click on another movie? Like, what's going on right now? Like, it's just freaky when you get the news television footage, and they're like showing the entity standing there in the doorway with the light behind it. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Yeah. Great. Good
That's
stuff.
An awesome scene. It's great.
Underrated Carpenter film, in my opinion.
For sure. Probably the most underrated Carpenter film. You don't hear a lot of people talk about it.
No, you don't hear people talk about that one, for sure.
But it's great.
I'm surprised.
44 is the remake of The Blob.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. That's
one
a
of the best
movie.
remakes ever.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And the practical effects are incredible.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Yeah, it's one of those few times everybody's like, don't remake it. And then it's actually, better. It's as good as the original.
Yeah.
Like, for example, not an 80s, but Dawn of the Dead. I did like Zack Snyder's more.
It's badass.
Kill Me Now, but I did like Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead more than.
It's a badass movie.
It is.
I'm gonna save my opinions on that one because I'm gonna do some remake versus original videos.
Okay,
all right,
and that's what I plan on doing.
I don't
want to spoil it.
All right.
But I do like the Blob remake a lot.
It's awesome.
I can't recall if I've ever seen the original. I think I might have a long time ago when I was a kid. Yeah. I remember it being in black and white, so I had to have seen the original, but I don't remember much of it.
Right.
I don't know.
Chat's chiming in now. Look, we got some fans of the Blob here. That's right.
The Blob's awesome.
That's right.
You wouldn't think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But it is.
I think I saw that one in one of Elvira's movie Macabres, actually, from the 80s. Yeah. I liked it a lot. I thought it was creepy.
Yeah, the guy pulling the Blob pulling the guy down the sink was fucking great.
Yeah. There's not a lot of bad scenes in that movie. Like, no. It's pretty all around really good.
And the lead actress that's in that movie, actually, she's the one that went off and kind of became the reoccurring character in the Saw franchise.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I thought the ending was creepy as well, like for that film. It was the one with the... maybe it's the one with the cult, right? At the end, and then the guy has a piece of the block.
He's got a little bit of it in the glass left over.
Yeah, spoilers. Yeah. That was pretty creepy. Back then, watching it as a kid, especially.
Yeah, I forget her name. It's like, I want to say it's like Shawnee something, isn't it?
I think so.
Shawnee Smith or something.
I don't have IMDb pulled up right now. That's okay. We just keep it going. Great movie, great practical effects, awesome action, good shit.
All right, next, number 43, we got The Stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I had no problems with that one.
Speaking of The Blob, we got The Stuff.
Yes, exactly. They had to have been typing on this list and make The Blob, what else? Oh, The Stuff. Yeah. That's probably how it went.
But the whole, the director's, comment on social, or his take on social commentary and consumerism. Yeah, with all those 80s commercials for The Stuff was just perfect. It's so funny. It's so.
I never
funny.
got to see the commercials, but I did like the
movie.
I mean
like in the movie.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant the commercials for the movie.
No, I meant in the movie. Those commercials. Yeah. Never enough. Can't get never enough.
Yeah.
Stuff. It's so funny. They're all dancing. I'm like, dude, that is so 80s commercials at the time. Like they're just like this.
Yep. And then the main detective guy, he's so awkward, but charming at the same time in a weird way.
Michael Moriarty, I think that's the name of the actor.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, you nailed it right there. Awkward but charming at the same time.
Yeah, he's just kind of all over the place, but it works.
Yeah, you got fun characters like Chocolate Chip Charlie. You know,
Chocolate Chip Charlie was great.
I wanted to see him more in the movie.
Yeah.
But you know, at some parts of the movie, especially the third act, it feels a little messy.
Yeah.
It's almost like
not a perfect one.
It's like where we're going, but overall, again, fun practical effects and some hilarious moments. The stuff is fun. It's a fun movie.
I'd put the Blob over the stuff.
I didn't see that one. To be honest, I didn't catch that one.
You should. It's really good.
I will. Definitely.
It's fun. It's fun. The Blob is better. The remake Blob.
Yeah, I'd put the Blob a lot higher than the stuff.
But stuff's more dark comedy.
Yeah, it's definitely takes itself a lot less serious.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of those 80s horror movies were dark comedy-ish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
And as a kid, I didn't get it. I didn't get that kind of comedy. I was like, why is this movie about killing people funny or trying to be funny? Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? So some of them actually. Which movie?
Yeah, do you remember which movie?
You know what movie creeped the hell out of me? I know it's got to be on this list. Like more than I had nightmares, and then the people were cracking jokes through it. Was Return of the Living Dead? Like,
one of my favorites.
Really? That movie's hilarious.
That movie is hilarious. It's so good. It's funny as hell.
Hey, dude, when you're watching that thing as an 8-year-old.
Oh no! Yeah, no,
like,
I'd be scared too.
Yeah, it's like no matter what, these zombies are gonna get you no matter what. Yeah. No shooting in the head. None of that works. Right. And then it's kind of like the way they eat that punk rocker lady. And it was just like, and then the cop scene. You kind of like, it's funny, but then they slaughter like so many people.
Well, when the zombie gets on like the walkie, and he's like, "We need more cops" or something.
Send more cops.
Yeah. Yo Lunga.
What's up, Lunga?
Thanks for connecting me with these guys here, Samurai. So
yeah, thank you, Lunga. Thank you. But yeah, we'll get to that a little. I'm sure that better be on the list. If that movie's on the list,
yeah, it has to be.
I'm gonna riot,
dude. It has to be on the list.
Number 42, Hellraiser.
Yes,
I can't believe it's that low though.
That's true. Wow.
The list is weird because it is that low. Hellraiser is something people talk about it like they want to see more now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they don't ask for more stuff.
Yeah.
They ask for more Hellraiser.
Pinhead right up here.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Pinhead stuff all over the place. That's Lady Fatblood's favorite horror franchise is a horror character is Hellraiser. Not the other bad sequels, but the good ones.
Yeah.
Isn't part 2 considered the best one?
That's all the ones you need. But 3 is fun. But 1 and 2 is all you need. But here's a little fun fact from hold on. Whoops, sorry. From Norzoth. He says he heard the reason the stuff suffered at the box office is because it was advertised as a dark and serious horror film, and that's definitely not what we got.
No,
yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
Definitely not what we got. I see some people in the chat agreeing with us that Hellraiser should be higher too.
Yes.
Well, we don't see. That's why it's hard to. It's very difficult to judge that list until we read it all. But right now, there are a few like missteps. But then again, I haven't seen the stuff, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
I don't know. This list already makes me nervous that Child's Play and Hellraiser were so low. I'm curious to see what's going to be ahead of those.
Right.
Especially in like the top 10. Like I'm going to be like, who knows?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll be the judge of that. But this is why we're here.
Yeah. The next one's got to be really good to beat some of the ones you already mentioned.
Yeah.
What do we got?
All right. It's The Funhouse at number 41. The Tobe Hooper movie.
I like it. I wouldn't put it above Hellraiser and Child's Play though, or the Blob remake.
I wouldn't even put it above the stuff, to be honest.
No.
I would put this fine, but it's not great.
At 50.
Yeah. Funhouse at 50 sounds good.
Yeah.
It's got some images.
We're getting weird now, but yeah, let's keep it going. It's not a horror movie.
Number 40 is The Fog. Another good John Carpenter movie. Actually, this is what I don't like.
Classic.
I don't like Ghost Pirates. I think it's dumb.
So you don't like The Fog?
I don't like The Fog.
Okay.
I get why people do like it. It just doesn't work for me on a personal level. But I recognize that it's well done and well acted, and the atmosphere is great. But it's just something about it doesn't click with me as like I want to see this all the time. Like it just.
Thoughts on The Fog, Lewis?
Good. I'm with you. I thought it was okay. I'm not obsessed with it like I am with other horror movies. But hey, we get to see, Jamie Lee Curtis, and stuff. So it's definitely, it's definitely high. It's definitely, as far as fans are concerned, I think Hellraiser is much more popular.
Yeah.
Right?
I think Hellraiser is not only more popular, it's a better movie.
Yeah. Well, it's two different types of movies.
That's true.
But I like The Fog. I think it deserves to be on the list, not that high. Like maybe 48. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think it deserves a place on the list too, even though I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
I get why people like it. It is traditionally, like, technically a good movie. It's just not my wheelhouse per se.
Yeah. To each
I
his own.
respect it. It's like the Beatles. Like, I don't care for the Beatles, but I respect the hell out of the Beatles because I know they're good. It's just not my type of movie.
You might change your mind on The Fog after you watch the Fog remake.
I actually have seen it. I saw that in theaters and it was horrible. I saw the remake before I saw the original, actually.
Oh God, that's one of the worst horror remakes I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yes, it's
one
I plan on doing for the channel.
I think that remake ruined it for The Mist.
You think so? It's possible.
Because
very possible. The Mist is amazing.
The Mist looks so much like The Fog that a lot of people are like, I'll pass.
Probably.
Yeah, once they saw The Fog, they're like, no more foggy movies.
The Mist was amazing. I was like, what the hell am I watching? Because The Mist, I rented it or something. I'm like watching it like a throwaway, like the Fog remake. Yeah. And I'm like, by the middle of that movie, and then towards the end, I was so shocked how good it was. I had to call people.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. And I highly recommend the black and white version. It's better. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I forgot there was a black and white version of that. I have seen it though. Yeah, it is better. You're right.
It makes the movie more eerie, and the special effects don't look as bad in the black and white. But The Mist is really, really good. Underrated.
That's a trick for VFX. A trick for VFX is to make it darker. That's that's why Zack Snyder films are in black and white, because the VFX are not that good.
All right, what's next?
Next is one I've never heard of. Phenomena.
Oh,
with Jennifer Connelly.
Okay.
I've never heard of that one. I don't know what that is.
I'm looking that up right now, and
I'm gonna say yes, but only if you like weird, bizarre Italian horror.
It's a giallo. Argento. Okay, I see.
It's Argento. So if you only like, it's one of the. When I talked about this movie a while back, I held up the Blu-ray and I said, "This was one delightful what the fuck."
Like most Argento films,
you got it's so bizarre. You got Jennifer Connelly pre-Labyrinth. She did this before Labyrinth, and she has like telekinetic powers. She's like a fucking X-Man in this movie, and you got a slasher element in here, and Donald Pleasance returns, who has a pet monkey that gets revenge for him. Yes, that's all I'm going to say. The monkey becomes a killer monkey. All of this happens in the same movie. Telekinetic powers, X-Men powers, slasher element, and killer monkey. Like I said, it's really weird, it's really bizarre, but it's entertaining. So yeah, I say it belongs there. Maybe not as high, but it belongs there.
All right.
I remember watching this. I just can't speak of it because I don't remember what it was about. But I remember seeing it.
It's weird.
But I want to say, wow, the artwork for this movie is very well done. The posters and everything. like that's one thing we got to give a shout out to those 80s horror movies. They look way better than the Photoshop.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The posters are just all collectibles.
Yes.
For those,
I got a ton of posters from like 80s movies. Like, I got TerraVision and stuff, and a Reanimator poster to throw up. I just haven't got time to put them up yet.
Like, why are posters now just so generic?
Yeah.
Because they hired they're Photoshop. They're Photoshop. I look at those posters, like the Avengers posters, and I cringe. Because the actors don't even look like they're in the same room. They just get their picture, and then stick it into Iron Man's face, Iron Man's body or whatever. It's bad.
It's just so vanilla.
They're bad.
Yeah. All right, what we got next?
All right, number 38 is Children of the Corn. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's good. That's a classic one.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say keep it there, too, at that spot.
Hellraiser, though.
Yeah, Hellraiser definitely belongs in like the top at least 15, right?
Yeah.
The only problem with Hellraiser, it's hard to watch because it's so gory. And
it's disturbing.
Yeah, the thing with me, like, I'm not a big gore guy.
I am.
Yeah, there's aspects to it, but I mean, some of the gore, if it goes with the movie, it's fine. Like Saw, I think it was fine with the gore. But I like a Halloween 2. The worst part of Halloween 2 was the gore, in my opinion. But I did like the movie a lot. So,
Wait, Halloween 2 or Rob Zombie's Halloween 2?
Yeah, which Halloween 2?
Rob Zombie never made a Halloween movie. As a matter of fact, it's debatable, in my opinion, that Rob Zombie actually ever made a movie. But
shots fired!
And the guy acts like he's like, if you look at him in an interview, he's like, the industry is really against us artists. It's like, dude, you're not an artist, dude. You're a hack.
Shit.
Don't mess with the Halloween movies, man. Dude, Halloween movies are not about hillbillies. All right? Get out of here.
I actually liked his first Halloween movie, so I don't know.
Here we go. Peter going.
Where's the delete button here?
Damn. That's hilarious. All right, what we got next?
Number 37. Oh, I love this one. Dolls.
Dolls is fun.
Dolls is great.
Yeah.
It's such a blast.
Is that Stuart Gordon?
Yep, Stuart Gordon.
Okay.
Who never directed a bad movie. I stand by that. All of his movies are great.
Yeah,
Reanimator, right? Reanimator? He made Reanimator.
Yes, he did.
Okay. That better be on here.
Oh, it damn well better
be here, man. All right, go for it.
All right, number 36 is The Entity.
That's a good movie.
That's a good one.
Can't say I've seen it.
If
I have, I don't remember it.
It's the concept. There's nothing graphic or gory in it, but the concept of it is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Supposedly based off a true story, but the concept of
I just read what it's about.
yeah. It's kind of fucked up. If that's true and that happens in real life, that's really fucked up.
Yeah, that does not sound like a fun movie.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good.
All right, cool. This is a controversial one for me.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I actually think it's quite annoying.
All right.
At number 35, we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Here's my reaction. Well, here's my reaction the first time I watched it. What the fuck is this?
Right?
Because I enjoy the original so much. I was like, what is happening? Then
It got goofy.
Then 5 to 6 years went by. I went back to revisit it again, and I couldn't stop smiling. I couldn't stop laughing, and I couldn't stop smiling the whole movie.
I know everyone loves that movie, but I just can't do it.
It grew on me. Now it's just fun. It's just fun because Tobe Hooper said himself, the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a classic. He can't sequel it. He knows he can. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to have fun. Let's just go straight comedy. That's why the movie's the way it is. I mean, come on. Leatherface versus Dennis Hopper and chainsaw fight. Come on.
That was cool.
Come on.
I'll give it that. But I don't know. I thought Chop Top was a little too over the top for me, and he never stops talking through the entire movie. It's like, just give me a second of silence. My God, man.
Kill that bitch, Leatherface! Kill that bitch!
And I love Bill Moseley, okay? I love Bill Moseley, but my least favorite character he ever did was Chop Top. I hate it.
Hey,
I can't stand Chop Top.
I think it deserves to be there. Lewis?
For me, hard pass on that. When you're calling when you're calling yourself Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a sequel to the most disturbing of the most disturbing films,
right?
And then you go like that. I'm getting an echo, by the way. I don't know if. Oh, sorry. Was it me? Okay. Then
I think it's Gorekeeper.
No, that was me.
I had a headphone in.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
It was me. Sorry. So you're doing a sequel to one of the greatest, like, most disturbing film that you're actually convincing people that this really happened, and then the second one's a comedy. It's like, wow, just make another movie. The director Toby Hooper. Yeah, he actually said part 2, I believe, and I may be misquoting him, is actually his real vision for part 1, which is even worse.
Oh, he wanted to be campy.
Yeah, but I just feel that when you're calling it part 2, like, of a movie, a continuation,
right?
You gotta keep kind of faithful to the tone. And that's when I started noticing that horror movies kind of fall apart, and a lot of horror movies in the 70s and 80s had great cliffhangers, and it was so disappointing to see the next movie be like totally going the other direction, not really being a sequel, just a remake, but this time, almost like the director didn't see the first one.
Exactly. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it's probably studio choice too. They're like, no, you're calling it this. A lot of it's studio choices. It's like today. Why was Shaft called Shaft again? Why was a remake called Shaft again? Look at Halloween. Why was it just called Halloween? They're doing it now. I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Well, there's an entire different can of worms. Like, the reason they call Halloween 2018 Halloween is because they want a new generation to see it, and the film does act kind of like a soft reboot. If you're not a big Halloween fan, you won't notice that Halloween 2018 is a chop suey of all the other Halloween movies. It has parts of every single Halloween movie in it. It's not original, in my opinion.
Friday the 13th.
We talked about that on my channel. I'm not a big fan of that one.
Of the 18? No, we could talk. Dude, get me on your channel about that one. All right, let's go.
All right.
Hey, look what I got on, man. Come on.
There you go. Hey, it's all good. We love it.
The shape.
We love it.
Yeah, the shape.
Yeah.
Next is 34 Motel Hell.
Yes.
I started watching this one. I got about 10 minutes in, and nothing was grabbing me, so I turned it off. I tapped out. Finish it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
It must be worth it then.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious, and it gets insane. It gets crazy later.
I can't tell you what it's about, but I remember I saw it around 7 years ago. Loved it. But I forgot what it was about. I mean, it's good. It's a good one.
Yeah, because I totally get it, Gorekeeper. Why? Because it's kind of corny, and you're like, why are we following this old couple? Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
By the end, dude. By the end, you're gonna be like, so give it a shot.
I'll finish it.
And then it has that pig face with the chainsaw. That's scary as hell.
Don't ruin it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I missed it anyways. I was reading the list.
Yeah, the butler did it. Sorry.
Yeah, the butler did it.
All right,
what's next?
Next, 33, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Hell yes.
Yes.
Great movie.
Yes. That was another, going off of what Lewis said earlier.
Yeah.
Another movie that didn't need to be called Halloween 3. It should have been called Season of the Witch. It's a perfect title for it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's a cult favorite movie. You won't find too many horror fans claim it's a bad movie. You had Mustafa Cod even acknowledge it's a good movie, but not a Halloween movie. But to the horror fans, and I'll say it right now because someone will get pissed off at me. A lot of them say it's better than the Michael Myers ones. Like, relax, dude. Hold on.
Okay, that's not true.
Relax, bro. Come on.
Maybe it's better than Curse of Michael Myers because that's the worst Michael Myers movie ever. I hate Curse of Michael Myers.
Yeah.
I think Resurrection is even better than that one.
Oh my god, so bad.
But it's two totally different type of movies, though. Like the original Halloween is a slasher. Halloween 3 is Bizarro Land.
Yeah, and it's a blast.
We're all over the place, but it's fun.
Yeah, it was a original. Look, here's the deal. John Carpenter wanted to make
anthologies.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he wanted to make. Damn, why is it?
He wanted every Halloween movie to be a different.
He wanted it to be Twilight Zone. That's it.
Yeah.
The first one was the
form.
Yeah, the first one was the origins of the Boogeyman. Here's a normal guy, you know. You're like, what's going on? What's going on at the end? She goes, was that the Boogeyman? He goes, as a matter of fact, it was. And then he's gone. It's the Boogeyman.
Yeah, and then he didn't even want to do Halloween 2 with Michael Myers.
Yes. Perfect. So he wanted it.
Stop it.
Who are they talking to?
Stop it!
Oh, yeah. Happy Halloween. Silver shamrocks.
Oh, I hate. Well, that's the only thing that sucks about that movie is that gets stuck in your head for days after you watch it.
It's fun.
Yeah, my favorite thing is when that lady, I think her name is Marge, or Margaret or something like that, but she's in the hotel room. And she's looking at the little button or whatever, and then it shows a laser in her head, and her head just starts kind of melting. And it's so good.
I just love when our boy from Night of the Creeps, the actor, what's his name? Thrill Me, yeah, the actor. I can't remember his name right now. That guy's great, and I love how he, kind of stops the project and kind of saves the day at the end. And the main villain, the old guy who's the head of OCP from RoboCop, that actor, he's like the main villain. He comes in and realizes, oh shit, we're fucked. The project's destroyed, and he looks up at the hero, and he basically does this. He looks up at him and he goes. Congratulating the hero, like, you son of a bitch.
They could have totally they could have integrated Halloween 3 into the Michael Myers storyline easily and just said Michael Myers' mask was part of an experimental mask and then bring the cult in there. They could have done, from Halloween 666 or whatever.
Yeah.
They could have done it like that, but hey, crying over spilled milk or Monday night. What is it? Monday morning quarterbacking or whatever?
Yeah. Tom Atkins, that's his name. Thanks, Chad.
Yeah, Tom Atkins. He's great.
He was in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so much.
He was in another movie that I hope shows up here.
Okay.
I'll spoil it because I wanted to go, yes, Maniac Cop. I love Maniac Cop.
Oh, I'm in the middle of watching that one right now.
I love Maniac Cops, man. I love them.
Maniac Cop 1 and 2, man. Those are great. All right, what we got?
Number 32 of unknown origin. I don't know this one.
I'm going to say yes. Because, don't read the plot synopsis. Don't read the plot synopsis. Don't read it.
I skipped it. I went down to the next movie.
Okay. You have to go into this movie blind like me and my wife did. We were like, what is this? We like Peter Weller. We're like, what is this? If you look at the cover of the poster, it looks like, it's like a family portrait. It looks like something slashes it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All I'm going to say for this movie, without spoil, don't watch any trailers. Don't read the plot synopsis as well. Go in blind. All I'm going to say is when the movie starts, you're going to think, oh, okay, it's this type of movie, right? Mm-hmm. Then, by the middle of the movie, you're going to be like, wait. Seriously? This is what the movie is?
In a bad way?
Wait a minute. This is what is antagonizing Peter Weller? Like, this is this? Really? But then by the end of the movie, you're going to do like the old man from Halloween 3. You're going to look up and you're going to go, yeah. For the genre that it's representing, but that's the thing. You don't know. You're going to be guessing the whole time. And then once it's revealed, you're going to be like, are you fucking kidding me? But then you roll with it. You go with it by the end of the movie. For what it is, it's very well done. So, yes. All right, Unknown Origin needs to go there.
Number 31, Maniac. Yes.
Oh, OG Maniac. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I thought that was a 70s movie, honestly. Like late 70s. I didn't know that was an 80s movie.
Was that like 80 or 81 or?
It doesn't say the exact year, so I'm not sure.
Wow, I'm surprised. It does. I thought that was 70s too for some reason. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's a great slasher. Great gore.
The Tom Savini head scene. Ooh.
Head explosions. One of the best head explosions ever.
I actually have a fun fact about that scene. They were unable to use an actual shotgun to do that scene, so they did it anyways. They shot the fake head with a shotgun, and then to dispose of the evidence, they went and they drove the car into a lake or a river around New York and disposed of the car so no one would ever know about it.
Wow.
So yeah, that car is, as long as no one pulled it out, might still be sitting somewhere underwater in New York.
Wow. That's normal. It's normal out there.
It might be. It might be.
So chat saying Maniac
81?
was at 81. Okay.
See, I thought it was like at maybe 78, 79.
Right.
I wasn't sure. Because it looks older than the 80s. Like the way it's shot
Yeah,
looks like
it did. It did.
like a grainier film or something.
Right. All right, Gorekeeper, don't say anything. Don't say anything because I know you got your own series coming out soon. But I agree with Norzoth. But don't say anything because I know you got your series coming out. But I agree.
I gotta watch the remake yet. Honestly, I haven't watched it yet.
All right. We're on a roll.
Number 30. I know it's one you like and I like. I don't know about Lewis here, but The Serpent and the Rainbow.
That was 80s?
Yeah, apparently.
I thought that was like 90s or something.
Yeah, because we talked about that in the last video.
Wow,
like,
I totally forgot. Yeah. No. This deserves to be there. Remember, my three Wes Craven picks for underrated Wes Craven movies that nobody
Shocker.
Yes.
People Under the Stairs.
Yes.
Serpent and the Rainbow.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
Nobody gave a shit about these movies, and they're all entertaining. All three.
I got a Shocker in one of these packages back here that I got to do in a pickups video.
Poor Wes Craven. Poor Wes Craven. If he's not doing Freddy, nobody gives a shit. It sucks.
I don't remember this one. And I remember the title, but I don't remember watching it.
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman.
Yeah, from Independence Day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Casper.
I'm sure I've seen it, man, but it's one of those things.
A lot of voodoo involved. It was voodoo.
I've only seen it once, and I was in middle school when I saw it, so that was like, oh man, probably 13, 14 years ago. So it's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember when I did see it, I really liked it because a lot of people consider it like a zombie movie in a way, but more like the classical zombies before they were flesh eaters.
Right.
Because zombies used to be like mind control, like slaves.
Right.
That's what the word zombie meant before George A. Romero. So it's kind of that's what I took it as. It was like, oh, it's kind of a classic zombie flick. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
Like White Zombie with Bela Lugosi.
Yeah. Right. Next at 29 is Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, which is my favorite Friday the 13th movie.
That's number 4, right?
Yes, number 4.
Yeah, that deserves it.
Yeah.
Straight up.
It's hard to judge it for me because it was a long time ago, and there's so many other Friday the 13th in the 80s that are
Corey Feldman.
I know which one it is. Yeah.
Die.
But there's so many of them. There's so many of them that took place in the 80s that you don't know. Okay, so it's probably the least. The ones that came out in the 80s is probably my least favorite. And then you thought it was going to end, but then it doesn't.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Final Chapter. Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's a good movie.
You would have it lower on your personal list, though.
I don't know, man. I got to see what other Friday the 13th movies are in here because there's got to be how many of them came out in the 80s? Like all of them? And there's like 50 of them, so it's like the rest of the list got to be Friday the 13th. Countdown. There's going to be a part in this list.
There might be a lot of Friday the 13th in there because on the 90s list there was Scream 2 and the original Scream, and we also had Freddy's Dead and New Nightmare on there. So it's definitely
I'm going to agree with this. only because I do remember. I think Part 4 is probably one of my least favorite Friday the 13th. Not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah, it's just your personal least favorite.
But
fine.
Holy cow, 2, come on. 2 was and 1.
I like 1 and 2, but I like 4 better, believe it or not.
Really?
I do too, yeah.
It's
worth it just for the Crispin Glover dance scene.
That was crazy, dude. That was crazy.
That dance was insane.
It was like a lot of Friday the 13th fans. A lot of them, not all of them. Everyone has their pick. Everyone has their favorites, like favorites. But they go 4 and 6. They bookmark them. They say this is the 2 most popular. Which are
my circle always says 2 is the best one.
Hey,
yeah, it's weird.
See. It's probably higher on the list. Let's get to it.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but my favorites are Final Chapter and then Jason X. Like.
A lot of people like Jason X, bro.
A lot
of people like Jason X.
Jason X is 90s, so we can't cheat.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Next is Wolfen at 28.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Damn
I've
it.
heard of it.
Yeah, Wolfen,
I know what it's about.
It's in. Go ahead, Lewis.
I have seen that one. Let me check it out real quick so I can get my memory.
Yeah, help us out here.
Yeah, this one used. I've seen this one. It's a good movie, but since it's from what I recall, it's kind of like a werewolf movie.
Yep, it is.
I like my werewolves movie to be the werewolves to be partially man, partially wolf, not all wolf. And this one was all wolf. And so that's why as a kid watching this, I was like, I'd rather see the old school style. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean by that, but
no, yeah,
I kind of like to check out like you know,
like Dog Soldiers has my
American Werewolf in London, maybe is a good example, or the old school classic monster werewolves, where like it's a half man, half. But when you're saying, okay, this guy turned into a dog, it's just a dog doing tricks, you know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I feel the same way about werewolves.
Yeah,
like I want a hybrid thing. I want it to be a creature, not just an animal. You know?
But I'm sure if I watch this again, I'm gonna appreciate it. I'm sure I am going to appreciate it more because I'm more open to that. But as a kid, you want to see the monster flick, dude, right? Want to see the monster flick?
Oh, it says Wolfen is an odd one based on Skinwalker lore. I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah,
it's in the queue on Amazon Prime for me. I just haven't got to it yet. But if Lewis recommends it,
my queue.
If Lewis recommends it, it's good enough for the list. The chat's recommending it too. They like it.
Oh yeah. It's a good movie. But I don't know if should be this high up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it because I haven't seen it. So we'll say it belongs back a little bit. 27 is The Changeling. I don't like this one.
I thought it was
Changeling.
The Changeling.
I thought it was a good haunted house movie.
See, I thought it was boring as all hell. I watched it when I was probably still in elementary school, which is probably why I hated it. But it was one of the first DVDs I ever owned. Like when first DVDs first came out, like one of the first movies we had was The Changeling. Right. And I was excited because I'm like, oh my god, I have a horror movie on DVD. This is so cool. Yeah. And I put it in and I'm like, this is dumb. This is boring. And I haven't watched it since. Yeah. So I guess my bias, I probably have a bias to hating it.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just it's a slow burn. I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it why you didn't like it. It's a slow burn movie, but I thought it was a really well made, like haunted house mystery horror type of flick. But the real reason to watch it is because of George C. Scott's performance is really good. He's so good in this, and dealing with tragedy and the sadness and depression, dealing with losing his family. That they were supposed to go out to move to that brand new house. It was all supposed to be a family thing, and they didn't make it on the way. And so him dealing with that, and now he's dealing with that, and there's something in the fucking house. So he's having a hard time right now. So I thought it was well made. I wouldn't put it this high though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember this one. I think maybe it deserves. I don't know, man. But I hear people talking more about again Hellraiser, so it's like hard for me to think.
Yeah, exactly. I still haven't seen something on this list that I would put lower or higher than Hellraiser.
How so far? What is it? Hellraiser and Child's Play so far for us is too low.
Yeah.
Those are the two big ones so far, right? That we're like, why is it
those are the two
so
major
low?
ones. There's a couple other ones where like maybe one or two spots,
right?
But those two are the big ones where like they belong close to the top.
Isn't there a rumor, Lewis? Have you heard a rumor about the Changeling remake?
No, not personally.
Is there a remake already, Brandon?
There was another movie called The Changeling with Angelina Jolie, but I don't think it was a remake of this one.
Oh, something else. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I'm looking at the poster for this. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's got like was it a chair, and it's got a kid like ghost reflection on the wall. These posters are just great. Paintings.
Always awesome in the 80s. What we got next?
All right, next is one the chat was clamoring for earlier, Life Force at 26.
Yes.
But
the real version, not the real European uncut version, not the bullshit American version that we got over here with the fucked up change soundtrack and all that shit and stuff cut out. But the good news is now from Scream Factory, if you buy Life Force on Blu-ray right now, the Steelbook or whatnot, it has the real version on there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So.
I don't know which version I've seen then, honestly.
Space vampires.
Yeah, basically.
Is the closest thing to titling this movie. The female lead in this movie is very beautiful, and you get some really cool practical effects. Tobe Hooper back to direct again.
Yep.
Unfortunately, this did not do well in theater. It's very weird, bizarre, sci-fi horror, but it's entertaining. It's well done.
A little bit.
Sorry.
Number 25, another one I never heard of, Opera. Just Opera.
Is that Argento?
Yeah, Argento.
I have not seen that one.
Let me check real quick.
Chat, let us know. Opera. Does it deserve to be on the list? Dario Argento's Opera. Let us know.
Let's go, chat.
Well,
I don't remember that one.
We might have to skip it.
They're saying they never heard of. Oh, Opera's good. Last Voorhees Child says never heard of that one.
Yeah, I've never seen that one. There's a lot of Argento I need to catch up on.
There's so much Argento out there.
Demons better be on here.
Demons is great. I got a poster for that. I got to hang up.
If Demons is not on here, I'm going to be pissed. All right, here we go.
What number are we at?
Okay.
Eric, Asian movie enthusiast here. He knows his shit, so he says Opera is solid. Is that good, Eric, or does it belong on the best 80s movies list of all time, top 50? That's what
solid to me means like it's okay. It's pretty good. Solid is like
you won't waste your time watching it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll continue reading the comments while you go to the next one.
All right, number 24, we have The Hitcher, which I love.
Yes.
And another one I need to do on my Versus series. Because I have seen the remake of that one as well.
The Hitcher. Rutger Hauer is the fucking man. He is the fucking man.
Yeah.
You cannot take your eyes off of him in this movie. And he's just delightfully evil, torturing this poor soul who should have left his ass on the side of the road and shouldn't pick him up. But at some point, the movie turns into an action flick at the end. Like I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's a fantastic film. It's great.
You cannot take your eyes off of Rutger Hauer in this role in this movie.
No.
And why is this movie not on Blu-ray over here? Why
over here, or is it available overseas?
That I haven't looked for. But there's no official Blu-ray release over here.
It have it on VHS at least, so that's cool.
Is there a DVD?
It might be on DVD, but still, Blu-ray. Come on, Scream Factory.
Yeah, Scream Factory is usually the go-to for those kind of movies. Yes, Hitcher's awesome. It is.
One thing about Scream Factory, I believe Blumhouse has something to do with that company.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, because when I get pitched promos for it, it's Blumhouse's wife. all the time. So I'm assuming they own it. Yeah. Because her name says Blumhouse. I'm like, is this what? Wait a minute. So I researched it. It's like, oh, okay. So,
all right. Eric said opera is good, so it's worthy to go. All right, cool.
All right, we'll keep it then.
All right.
Number 23, The Howling. Yes.
American Werewolf in London should be better be higher than this.
Oh yes, definitely. But The Howling is a great werewolf movie in its own right. Came out the same
Howling
year
was good
too, didn't it? As American Werewolf in London. I want to say it did.
Close. It was.
They were
close.
released very close together.
But didn't The Howling, from what I recall, didn't they become more dog than human?
I
just remember a lot of fucking.
Yeah, it was I remember that because I was a kid and it's like, dude, why am I here? Yeah, it was very. Because back then it's like icky. It was.
Are you watching, Lewis? No, I'm not watching, Mom.
Well, okay, so there's a joke about Latin parents. Like, we could watch all the horror we want. Like, as 5-year-olds and up, we could watch the inside of a woman, but God forbid, take off a shirt.
Right.
The guts and perfect.
Right.
Yeah, no problem. Kissing? Oh no. That was I don't know if I liked it that much. American Werewolf in London all the way, bro. I mean, they came out around the same time, but we'll see. Where is it on the list?
I'm sure it'll be on here. It'll probably be in the top 10.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
It deserves to be there.
Yes.
It deserves to be on the list.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a classic for sure.
Oh, number 22. Didn't expect it to even be on this list, but I like it. The Stepfather.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's a fun one. I like Stepfather 2 as well.
Locke from Lost.
I never watched Lost.
Yeah. I never finished it, so I can't vouch for it. Yeah, Stepfather, that actor, he's great. That guy's great, man. Yeah, that's a good choice, definitely.
Seen it, don't remember. Didn't remember hating it either. It's just been a very long time, man. That was like a lot of these films are one-time watchers, and then
yeah.
Not because I wanted to only watch them once. It's just that's the way it turned out,
Yeah.
You're watching it for really him. It's just his acting.
Yeah, exactly.
He's really the only reason to check it out. Sexy Sumo says, that's my homie right there. He goes, Lewis and I went through the same thing growing up. Violence and gore, okay. Nudity, no way.
Yeah. You could. I remember watching some movie, man. It was so brutal. It was about Jack the Ripper, and he was just like cutting women parts off.
Yeah.
That was fine.
It's
like.
So yay for blood, nay for bloops.
Yeah, it was so weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
53 badasses watching. You guys rock. Thank you guys.
Wow,
for
guys.
Today and watching and liking the video. We appreciate that. We're getting to the top. What's next?
Yeah, we're almost cracking the top 20. We're at 21. Creep Show, my personal favorite Stephen King movie and George A. Romero movie.
Yes.
I think it's their best. I wish it was higher on this list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a must. I'm getting scared now, actually, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm getting nervous because we're almost done with the list, and I'm not hearing what I want to hear.
To be fair, this is sounding like a fan movie critic list, and it's going to be probably a lot on people's personal opinion. But Creepshow it's got to be like one of the most followed horror films from the 80s with all the talent involved.
One's
Romero,
awesome too.
It's like I
thought I was gonna hate the second one. Really, I thought I was gonna hate it.
It's a ton of fun.
And I watched
the Raft is so good.
I had a lot of fun with the second one. Now I heard 3's garbage. I heard 3 is shit.
3 does not count.
Okay,
it's not official.
Okay. Oh yeah,
but the show's great too. I love the AMC or the Shudder show of it too. It's fantastic.
Nice. Cool.
Number 20 is The Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Is that
higher
80s?
though?
Yeah, Evil Dead's 80s. It feels 70s, doesn't it? The first one.
It feels definitely 70s. It was so low budget though.
When was that released?
It doesn't say on here. I'd have to go to the chat.
Every decade's always like that. The last, the last of the decade is still kind of the early of the next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. It definitely looks like a 70s movie,
it's 81.
But it was also very low budget, so that might be part
I'll
of
bet
it.
you the reason it looks like a 70s movie is because it was filmed in the 70s.
Probably,
released in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's because, a couple years to make the movie. That was a great movie if you understand. Well, no. Because, so the second one embraced the comedy more.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
The second one's better. But I think you have to be an adult, man, like to get it. This is not straight up horror. It's kind of like funny, but was Sam Raimi's intention really to be funny? Or was it just so low budgeted that it became funny? So what is it? Do we know?
I think it was intentional. It had to have been intentional.
It was intentional because
look at Army of Darkness too.
Yeah, Army of Darkness
that was a goofy movie.
But when you watch the behind the scenes of Evil Dead 2, they always talk about how they always wanted to put in more type of slapsticks comedy because they all loved the Three Stooges.
Yep.
So that's why you get a lot of Three Stooge like, stuff happening.
Poke to the eyes and slaps and
yeah. But Evil Dead the first Evil Dead is still good.
Oh yeah,
Evil
one
Dead
of my all-time favorites.
Amazing.
Evil Dead might be one of my all-time favorite franchises. I even like the remake a lot. I loved Ash vs. Evil Dead, the TV series. I thought that was a lot of fun. Everything about Evil Dead is always
Drag Me to Hell, the uncredited Evil Dead sequel.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. It's so good, man.
What we got?
All right, number 19, Poltergeist.
Yeah. Sure.
Evil Dead's better.
Yeah.
Well,
Poltergeist second half was good. Second half of Poltergeist was really good. First half I was kind of.
See, I think the opposite way. I liked the first half, the first act, a lot better than the second act.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because it got me thinking like, oh, what's going on? And then when it was real, what is actually going on? It's like, oh, this is kind of stupid now. The only part I like is the face ripping scene. That was great.
One of the greatest soundtracks ever.
Yeah, I think Poltergeist. On my channel, I actually have a video for the top 10 most overrated horror movies. So if you want, go check that out. Spoiler for that list, I have Poltergeist on that list. I think it's completely overrated.
Hey, to each his own. That's perfectly fine. It's a fine movie,
but it's overrated. It's treated like it's some holy grail of ghost movies, and it's just not that for me.
Right.
So,
hey,
I don't know.
It's all good.
It was, but it has Steven Spielberg's name on there. So that's why it's going to be a lot of eyes on that film. So it's going
to. I didn't grow up with Poltergeist. I recently, believe it or not, just seen it a few years ago.
Oh.
Thoughts? What were your thoughts?
I liked it. I really didn't know what to expect.
There's a remake too.
I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it.
It was so bad.
It's like the perfect example of bad remake is the Poltergeist.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I enjoyed it. Cinematography was good. Production was good. Everything was first class. I get Gorekeeper's part where he thinks it's overrated. I get it, but that's the thing is like I just recently kind of watched it, so I didn't grow up with it, having it with me all these years. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have put it this high though. Poltergeist deserves to be on the list, but not this high, not top 20. Not for me.
Put it in the 40s of the 80s, somewhere in the 40s.
Right. It's still good.
But it has, like I said, it had a lot of eyes on it. It was Spielberg, and also the tragedy, which I kind of like want to encourage everyone to read up on the production of this film because there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that were crazy, and then also the little girl dying because she was misdiagnosed.
The movie or whatever.
Yeah, this is misdiagnosed and stuff. It's kind of sad. And I went to Universal Studios for the Halloween Horror Nights, and they had the Poltergeist thing and the music, the soundtrack, like I was saying, the score. When you hear it and you realize what happened to the little girl, Heather, I believe her name is.
Yeah.
Who played Carol Ann. It's so sad, man. It's so sad. And then the third one, she passes away, and they have to say that movie said Carol Ann like 500 million times if you watch it. Carol Ann. So weird.
Believe it or not, I had more issues with the second movie.
I haven't seen any of the sequels, to be honest.
There's the second movie's not bad. There's good parts in the second movie, but at some point, I wish I recorded myself watching it, because the whole finale, all the way up to the end, I was sitting here laughing and I was in tears. I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. So, out of curiosity, if you want to watch it, Brandon, for free, check it out.
Yeah.
But
I think I have it, but I don't know.
I thought the first one was well done. But
yeah,
there's people to each his own. There's people out there that hate Evil Dead 2 and think it's overrated.
That's very true.
Those people
I would
exist.
disagree with them, but there are people who do say that.
We can agree to disagree.
Guy says, I mean, it's a haunted house meets ET. There we go.
Yeah,
like the way it's kind of like an ET.
It's good. I liked it. Yeah. But we can move on.
Number 18, Reanimator.
Yes. It is a classic.
Surprised it was this high. Oh wow! Sorry, I skipped ahead in the.
No spoilers.
Yeah, Reanimator. Do you want to talk about Reanimator at all?
Wait, Reanimator's next, or
it's 18.
Okay. Oh, Reanimator's classic.
Yeah.
Fun makeup, practical effects. Barbara Crampton is gorgeous, and Barbara Crampton is still hot now. It's weird. It's weird. I approve, though. I approve of this. But what you call playing the Reanimator? What's his name? Jeffrey Combs?
Jeffrey Combs, yep. One of the greatest of all time.
He is the reason to watch this. He is just brilliant throughout this whole movie. Go ahead, Gorekeeper. You can talk a little bit more about it before we move on.
Yeah, I was going to say it's one of the first Stuart Gordon movies I ever watched, and it got me into the whole Lovecraft thing, and I just really enjoyed every second of it. I watched it for the first time just a couple years ago. It took me forever to watch it, so I finally watched it with my brother, and we both instantly were just like, this is the greatest thing that I've seen in a long time. This is so good. I love Reanimator. I definitely
never gets old.
No, you can watch it a million times.
Yep.
And it's one of those movies where if someone asked me, like, right now, do you want to go watch Reanimator? I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm down for that. Combs is amazing, especially in Castle Freak. Oh, I love Combs in Castle Freak. He did such a good job. I wonder what he's doing nowadays.
Whatever he wants. Like, oh, sure, I'll be in this low-budget movie for 5 minutes. Yeah, fuck it. He's having fun. Lewis, 17. Thoughts on Reanimator?
Awesome practical effects. Definitely a classic. Get asked about it all the time over there at Frankenstein, honestly. So, yeah, it definitely should be in here. Maybe top 15. It's during I mean, what more can I say? The dawn of the special practical effects that CGI cannot never top because it's not real. So,
yep.
Check it out. I saw this one a little late. I think I saw this one like about 5 years ago. I originally saw it when it was released around that time, and then I revisited it. So, yeah.
And don't forget the antagonist of the movie was great as well. The other actor, the professor, he was great too.
Yeah, he did really good.
Yeah, he was great too. He's another highlight with his head getting cut off, and he's still trying to perv on Barbara Crampton. His body's holding his decapitated head, trying to perv on Barbara.
That scene is so cringy though. Like that would never fly today.
No,
like I now that Lewis just mentioned the special effects of the 80s, I think I know what the top two are.
It better be there. It better be.
I don't know what they are.
I have an idea, but let's go.
I have a good idea, so let's
better be there.
Number 17 is Street Trash, which I love. I've seen it a million times.
That high though?
No.
Okay.
I maybe put it in the I'd put it at 50, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not a good movie by any means, but I love it. Yeah. And it turns into, like, for a little while, like, it's supposed to be about this, like, drink, Tenafly Viper, where it's like a bum wine or whatever, or bum alcohol, and so all these bums are buying it, homeless people, and it melts them basically into this like neonish color. But halfway through the movie, it forgets that that's the plot, and it goes off onto this subplot into like this cop trying to hunt down the king of like the homeless people who was like traumatized from the Vietnam War, and then you like forget about the whole Tanner Fly Viper thing, and then the last like 10 minutes they bring it back. It's like, oh yeah, it's about melting people.
I'm gonna definitely have to watch that one. Incredible poster, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, great poster.
Fun melting effects. Definitely some fun melting effects, and the movie makes you want to take a shower when you're done. You're gonna feel dirty, dude. All right, go ahead.
I once listened to a podcast where they referred to the lead homeless character as Frodo Trash Baggins, which made me laugh.
Frodo.
This is surprising.
Okay.
So get ready for this, because this just blew my expectations for 1 and 2 away.
All right.
Now I have no idea what's going to be. Number 16 is A Nightmare on Elm Street. I thought that was going to be number 1.
Wow.
Number 1, no.
You know what? Dream Warriors is getting a higher rating. Dream Warriors
is better.
That's probably why it's 16. Because Dream Warriors is above it.
Yeah, but the rest of the list has got to be like part 2s, 3s, and all the classic horror monsters from the 80s. It's going to be a tough one. I'm not going to judge the number it's in because I want to listen to what's next, because maybe it'll blow me away.
I thought it'd be top 10 at least.
Yeah, me too.
Number
16?
10.
That's shocking.
Part 3 is not better than 1, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's so much more
my personal favorite.
It's my favorite too.
Okay. Let me ask you guys this, and in the chat as well. There's favorite, and then there's like the better movie. For me, for example, the Last Crusade is my favorite Indiana Jones, but the better movie's Raiders of the Lost Ark to me. Right? It's just the better movie.
You got Rocky, and you got Rocky 3.
Well, no, I look at it, dude. I'd say Rocky, but Balboa is my favorite.
No, I'm saying for me.
Yeah.
Like for me, it'd be.
Well, it doesn't matter what you think. This is my show. Not just kidding.
This is my channel. I can delete you, son.
You can, man. Damn it.
But yeah, it's debatable. Definitely, Nightmare is so good. It is a good movie. All right, let's go. Let's keep going.
Get ready to cringe. Because Nightmare on Elm Street's been dropped.
I know.
Number 15, An American Werewolf in London.
No, not better than great movie, but not better than Nightmare on Elm Street.
See, I would argue and say it is better than Nightmare on Elm Street, but maybe I'm just a sucker for werewolves though, because I definitely am. And I think
it's two different types of genres though. You got one paranormal and you got one creature feature. So it's like
it's apples and oranges.
Which one do you like better?
Yeah, and I just like werewolf movies better. I like creature features better. And the first Nightmare on Elm Street to me didn't have a lot of dream sequence stuff going on, which I thought they could have done so much more imaginative stuff with.
Right.
Dream Warriors, for example, had like a bigger budget, so they got to do more dream-like stuff. So it was more inventive kills. That's why I like it better.
Man, but once that Nightmare on Elm Street movie, first time you can't even tell what's reality or what's not. Yeah. Like the way they filmed it, it's just like that the cast, all the actors acting weird and then not acting weird. It's like it's so. And as a younger person watching that, I felt that the American Werewolf in London, I didn't get the inside jokes. Like it's kind of a little bit spoofy and comedy, like almost campy. I got that later. Like I started when you get to what is it, American Werewolf in Paris. That's when I got part 1. When I watched that one, I went back to part 1 and I go, that's fucking great. Nightmare on Elm Street you like from the beginning.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Look,
I definitely believe both deserve to be higher.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that thing again. Yeah. That's awesome.
NECA?
It should be higher.
Yeah.
And then when you realize it's Robert Englund in there from V, you're like, that makes it creepier.
I know, right? Was Nightmare a first of its kind? Did we have anything before Nightmare that had the whole dream aspect, paranormal thing about it? I don't know.
I want to say this. I want to say this before we continue.
Okay.
We talked about the deterioration of horror movies nowadays compared to back then. Now everything's over researched. But think about just Freddy Krueger. He not only comes in your nightmares, he has this awesome knives coming out of his hand. So that's a double whammy gimmick, right?
Yeah.
And then we have the whole thing with the parents and stuff and not being able to fall asleep. Nowadays, they would have ran with one idea. He's the guy that comes in your nightmares. Okay, that's the movie. But back then in the 80s, they stacked layers and layers on the characters. They took chances.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger being deformed because he was killed a certain way.
Right.
It's like I said, nowadays it would just had a guy with a glove with the knives. That's your killer. But back then it's like, no, he comes in your dreams.
Right.
Like all these like cool things they would add on to it,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic.
Yeah. American Werewolf in London, great VFX though. Revolutionary.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Still might
number
have
14.
the best werewolf transformation scene in history.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
100%, yeah. It's the one used ever all the time.
Not to take away from Rob Botton's in The Howling, though. Rob Botton did a great job with The Howling, I thought. But American Werewolf in London, just a little bit better.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Number 14, Evil Dead 2. So now we're getting into the sequel territory. So
okay.
You called that right.
Yeah. Great
we movie. We already
but...
talked about Evil Dead 2, so we can kind of...
Yeah.
Right
great
here.
Movie. You like it more as you get older.
Poster right there.
Oh, yeah. I see that now, yeah.
All right. Classic. Let's go.
Number 13, my personal favorite horror movie of all time, Aliens.
Oh, well, that's like a perfect movie.
It is. It's a 5-star movie. 100%.
Poster over there.
This would be my number one of the 80s.
Aliens versus Splinter Shelf right here. There you go.
I would either put Aliens or The Thing at number one, personally. One of those two. Like they're both so good. But yeah,
Aliens. It's amazing.
Very interesting. Aliens. We had this conversation on Nerd Report if Aliens was a sci-fi movie or a horror movie. And I was telling everyone that a lot nowadays, when a horror movie's good, everyone wants to call it a thriller or a sci-fi film because they're ashamed of the word horror, and that's because of Rob Zombie and his trash and stuff like that. But like Alien is a horror movie, man. And so is Get Out. Get Out's a horror movie, dude. It's not a thriller only.
Horror can be so many different things, and it can be a mix of things. Like you have your sci-fi horror, you have your psychological horror, you have your paranormal, supernatural horror. There's different flavors to horror.
Yeah, there's different genres. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you get someone.
Yeah. So all
you get someone that actually sat down and wrote a script and Exorcist or even The Omen, and then that's horror to me, and even Psycho, and then you have and then those directors they're gone, but someone like that would have to like put their movie next to a Rob Zombie film and be like, dude, come on. So they want to rebrand it and call it a thriller. You know what I mean?
all this hate towards
Rob
Zombie.
All night. So all of those out there, critics, studios, filmmakers that are ashamed of the word horror, this is for you.
Yeah, it's a horror. Look up the damn Google it.
Yeah, this is for you. Yeah, that's for you. All of you ashamed of the word horror. And for all you badasses, like the Movie Dojo Army and those that are in, as the guests that I have today, all the badasses that are not ashamed of the word horror, bask in the awesomeness of being a horror fan.
I just saw someone in chat bring up Deep Rising, and I want to just mention that would I would put that in probably my top 20 favorite horror movies of all time. I love Deep Rising.
It's fun. It's a fun popcorn flick, man.
Yeah,
You got
it's
none to
not
watch
80s
it?
though. It's like what's
No,
that?
it's not
2001.
Yeah.
I want to say 2000.
Yeah,
maybe?
it's 2000s. All right, what's next? We're on a roll here.
Number 12, Altered States. I've never heard of it.
Oh, I have not seen that. Damn it! Is that Cronenberg? Altered States, chat. Help us out. Does it deserve to be on the list? And this high?
Ken Russell.
Okay. All right. No, it's always been there. Like I've always it's there for me to watch. On through streaming, but I just never clicked on it yet.
Yeah, I never even heard of it.
Tell us what
so.
it's about. Can you read the plot synopsis?
Yeah. Let's see. Where does it start?
All right, we got some fans of Altered States here.
Yeah,
it
let us
doesn't
know
really
if
give me a plot synopsis. It just kind of is like more of a critical thing on it.
Okay.
So I have no idea.
We have to skip that one then, unless Lewis is looking up something.
Well, I'm looking at the synopsis, but yeah, everyone in the chat, you said definitely should be on the list or definitely that high.
Let's see. Brandon Lewis says yes. Ken Russell is an acquired taste, so it either is or isn't. Peter says it's a drug trip. I don't know. We can't comment on that one. You got to keep going, I guess. The screenshots are crazy, Antonio says, from Altered States.
Yeah, the screenshots are crazy.
I need to watch it. I need to watch that.
I'll have to check that one out then.
Okay.
All right, number 11 is Christine.
I really like it. I don't know about it being that high, but I like it a lot. Yeah.
I think it's a fine... I mean, it's a dumb premise, but I thought they pulled it off well.
Yeah.
But I still, even though I thought they pulled it off well, I wouldn't put it up that high.
No.
Maybe in the 30s.
Yeah.
But
it's a fun watch.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But I think Samurai hit it on the head. I like it. But I saw The Car first, so from the 70s. So you guys remember that one?
Yeah.
The Car.
I've never seen it.
Dude, it's weird. It's. I hope it. I don't know if it holds up, man. But I love that movie, and that's the first one. Yeah, it's the first one I got introduced to. So Christine seemed like a ripoff to me.
I don't know. Maybe Stephen King was inspired.
Correct.
By The Car.
Yeah.
You never know.
Could be. Number 10 is Gremlins.
Never was
a
big
hard
on
one.
Gremlins.
I do love Gremlins, but
I know this is tough. Ugh.
It's not better than Nightmare on Elm Street. I'll stick on that.
No.
It's not better than Hellraiser still.
It's
not better than Evil Dead.
If you can, no.
Yeah.
No. If you compare it to the second movie, that this movie is more horror-esque, creature-esque. I know a lot of parents kind of freaked out when this movie came out because they were like, thought this was a kids movie. What the fuck is going on? Which is a plus for us 80s kids.
Yeah.
I don't want to knock it because it's a good movie, but I put it lower though. Just this.
Yeah.
When you think horror, the first thing you is Gremlins is not the first thing you think of.
No.
No.
While I have extreme love for Gremlins, I'll watch it any time of the day. I love that movie, but it's not horror with a capital H to me.
No. It's a fun creature feature.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Plus, it's
a
got
little too
Gizmo.
whimsical, I want to say.
Gizmo's kind of ET-ish. It reminds me of like a kid, I don't know. It's too cute.
Yeah, I know. Was he pre-Grogu?
He is Grogu.
He is Grogu?
Remember well, no, he wasn't pre because Star Wars is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
So I don't know. I think I might have to get controversial with this. I think I would remove Gremlins because if you think about it, this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
So, remove it or rank it higher?
I think I'd take it off, man.
Yeah, I think that's the first one we got to burn.
Yeah, because look at this one, Spectrum Kid here, and this is kind of true. Hold on, this one.
Yeah, exactly.
This is kind of true. Critters is more horror than Gremlins, really.
Yeah,
maybe it's.
I like Gremlins better, but
yeah.
Critters is more of a horror movie.
So. Yeah, Damn.
Yeah, let's get rid of that one.
Gremlins is gone. Gremlins gets the boot. Damn it. All right.
Number 9, From Beyond.
That's good. 9?
Yeah, somehow. I love this movie, but I did not think it was going to be this high.
No, it's a good Stuart Gordon, right?
Yep, Stuart Gordon.
We got Stuart Gordon teaming up with Jeffrey Combs again.
Yep.
My boy Ken Foree's in there. We got some really fun practical effects again. He's diving deep in that Lovecraftian lore again. Beyond is wait. What is it again?
Beyond.
From Beyond. I know The Beyond is another movie.
Yep.
It's fun. And Crampton's great in it. And her being in the S&M outfit, I'm sure that was for artistic purposes of the film.
I'm sure.
The movie needed more cinematography points. But it's a good movie, but 9. I'm kind of stunned.
I'm not opposed to it being at 9 if this was my list, but I'm surprised this is high in this list.
I wouldn't put it over everything else though, like Child's Play, Hellraiser,
no, I wouldn't either.
Evil Dead 2. Like that's weird.
Yeah,
I'm not familiar with
definitely a strange list.
It's not like Gremlins though, where I wouldn't get rid of it. Though.
No, I would definitely. It belongs on here. I'd say lower.
Yeah.
Not because I think it's a bad movie. I just think there's been better ones on this list. Number 8 is Tenebrae.
Have not seen that one.
Another Argento movie. There's tons of Argento movies on this list.
Because now we're getting to the point where, like, all due respect to the writer, he's trying to get artsy. Like, I'm gonna skip all the movies that people are talking about 40 years later. That's what it's starting to sound like.
Yeah.
Dude, Demons is not on the list, is it? Demons is not on.
Not so far, no.
I have a feeling Demons is not going to be here, and I'm like, dude, if you're going to pull Itai horror, you got to put Demons on here, man.
Yeah, I agree.
I have a feeling. Number 1 is going to be a Rick Roll.
Eric from Asian Movie Enthusiast says that Tenebrae is more of a giallo thriller. It's fantastic though, so it's really good, but it's more thriller. So I can't. Again, we haven't seen it, so we got to skip it.
Yeah, gotta skip that one.
Yeah.
Number 7, one I want to watch but haven't seen yet, but I'm dying to. Is Near Dark.
Good, very good. I don't know about being that high.
I just got it on VHS, and I'm very excited to watch it. But
it's good.
I haven't gotten to yet.
It's good. It's from was it Catherine Bigelow who did
Catherine Bigelow? Yep.
Point Break, right? It's a really good movie, man. It's a different take on vampirism type films. And you have the VHS, you say?
Yeah, I do.
Do you have it next to you?
I might.
I want to look at the cover real quick.
Where do I have it? I know I have it somewhere back here.
It's okay if you can't find it. Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, thank God. I just want to make sure, because whoever released the movie on Blu-ray tried to capitalize on the Twilight franchise, and they tried to make it look like a Twilight movie. I'm not kidding.
No.
I'm not kidding. There's a little bit of an attraction between two characters in there, but they place them like it's Twilight. It's terrible.
Oh my God! I'm looking at that right now, bro.
Yeah.
By the way, that Blu-ray goes for $120.
What the hell?
It's an expensive movie to get.
Oh my goodness! I guess I'm glad I have it then. I guess, despite
I got my VHS very cheap. I think I spent like $7 on it.
Dude, the Twilight. It is Twilight, bro. You're right.
Can you screen share it?
I can. Yeah. Let me get
Let's bring it up for chat. This is terrible.
Hold on. Give me a second, everyone. I'm pulling up I'm actually pulling up the eBay auction. That's at $120. So you guys can see it.
Dude, I didn't know it was rare. That's insane.
Cuppy Malik says, "What about From Dusk Till Dawn?" That's a '90s movie, and it was pretty high on that night. I think it was like 7 or 8.
Shared.
All right. Here we go.
Oh no!
Look at that.
That's terrible.
That is horrible.
Did this guy go out to? Did he play Batman later or anything? Did he? No, this guy.
This is terrible. Like this is like
That's
Jesus
one
Christ.
of the worst covers I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's really bad.
There's another
what
movie
I've
that
heard is
better
a really
be on the
great movie.
list.
Which one?
What number are we on right now?
We're on number 7 right now. We haven't read 6 yet.
Okay, I'm gonna throw my shoe at the screen if there's no
Throw
Lost
it.
Boys.
And there's no what?
Lost Boys better be in that.
Oh,
It
yeah.
better. It
For
better.
sure.
Lost Boys, I'm sorry, Lost Boys wrecked me, man. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
It's still awesome. It's still awesome.
It is awesome.
Really quick though, Brennan, you'll like Near Dark because it's almost like a vampire western.
That's what I've heard. Yep.
Yeah, you'll like it. It's good.
Yeah. I'm
It's not
excited to see
it's
it.
not an action movie, but you'll like it. All right, what do
Number
we got?
6 is Videodrome.
I'm
David
fired.
Cronenberg.
I'm so fired because I own the damn Criterion Blu-ray and I haven't watched it yet. Now, Lady Fat Blood, she watched it. She said it was great, but I haven't
can't
seen
say
it.
I've seen Videodrome either.
I'm tortured. 'Cause every time I live stream, someone out of nowhere says, "Hey, PhatSamuraiGuy, have you seen Videodrome?" I'm like, you guys are torturing me every day. God damn it. That's Cronenberg, so sure, why not? All right, next. What's next?
Yeah. Number 5, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Yes. Great
It's good.
movie.
Yeah.
More of a thriller, though, right?
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, it is about a serial killer, but
slasher thriller.
kind of.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
good.
it, though. It's really good.
It's good. It's got some disturbing moments in there. And Michael Rooker is great. I don't know about number 5. I don't know. What do you think?
I wouldn't put it at 5. I think it's a great film.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But if we're just talking about in the realm of horror, I wouldn't put it that high.
All right. What's next?
In the
I'm
realm of
scared.
great movies, I'd put it high. But
I'm scared because we got
number
one
4,
more.
Possession. Can't say I've seen it.
I have not seen that. Damn it,
I sense a train wreck coming up. Number
dude!
4.
Dude, I'm getting scared.
I'm not scared because I'm starting to think it is Collider. So there's only so much seriousness we can take the list. It doesn't really move the needle anything anywhere, back and forth. But yeah,
Did we say Return of the Living Dead yet?
No.
no, bro.
Oh my god!
Did we say Sleepaway Camp?
No.
Oh, this is all right. Keep going.
You know,
Number
Fright
3
Night,
is the
Fright
remake
Night.
of The Fly.
Wait, what?
it's a good
The
movie.
remake of The
No,
Fly.
that's
Jeff Goldblum.
That deserves.
That's a really good one.
Okay.
Good shout.
All right. Number 2.
Number 2, what I thought was going to be number 1, The Thing.
Okay, I thought that was going to be number 1 too. Yes, that
Yeah,
deserves to be there.
now I'm really nervous to what number 1's going to be.
Okay, Rick roll.
All right, here we go.
Oh no, The Shining.
Oh,
Really?
Come on.
Come, you could do better than that. The Thing is better than The Shining.
I like The Shining, but I don't. I just
Okay,
don't-
press 1 if you think this channel needs to make its own list in the future.
They're gonna say yeah.
Where's Lost Boys? Where's Sleepaway Camp?
Dude,
It's not the
Yeah,
greatest.
I can't believe The Lost Boys wasn't on there.
Where's Halloween 2, guys? Where's
Dude.
Friday the 13th?
I
was
love
one.
Halloween 2. It's so
Dude,
good.
Bright Night.
Oh, look at all these
Demon.
ones.
Come on. Wow, this list started off solid, okay,
It did.
but it turned into bullshit. Very
This is
quickly.
worse than the 90s list.
It is. This is worse than the '90s list.
Who wrote
Yeah.
this?
Who wrote it? Who wrote it? Brandon?
Okay.
Let me check.
Yeah, Suspiria. No Suspiria. Now, Aliens was mentioned earlier, Ballin. Everyone's putting in 1, Lewis.
Terminator could
says-
be on this list.
Yeah.
It says the author is just the Collider staff,
Oh, they're staying safe.
Ah, okay.
Staying
being
hidden.
very vague.
So
Wow.
basically, they would never put Sleepaway Camp here because it's not PC. So there you go.
Dude, but not even Lost Boys. Are you fucking kidding
Lost
me?
Yeah.
Boys is fucking
Top 3
Sorry,
for
I don't know
sure.
if you can cuss here, but it's
No, I
an
cuss all the
amazing
time.
show. I mean, movie. It's so good.
Wow. In the words of Sexy Sumo, fuck this list.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Screw
fuck
this
this
list.
list.
It was terrible.
This is bullshit. Wow. How could you not put the Lost Boys when you're making a top 50 horror movies of the 80s list. How is that possible? But this is
that
why we're here.
saxophone player alone makes it.
You guys, so we can call bullshit when we
You know
hear
what else?
bullshit.
You know what else wasn't in it? Friday the 13th, just the first one.
Society wasn't in it.
The second one, your favorite, that wasn't in it either. Wow. And 6, my favorite, Jason Lives. That wasn't even in it either.
Was Pet Cemetery in there?
No. Oh, there's another one.
No, Pet Cemetery was 90s though, wasn't it?
No, it's 80s.
It was 80s.
Is it 80s?
Let's double check.
Here, I'm gonna go to IMDb. Hold on. This is horrible.
That was weird, man.
Wow, this. Yeah, no Night of the Creeps.
89. Pet Cemetery.
Yeah,
Is,
oh, yeah. What the hell then?
What about okay? So Pumpkinhead wasn't in there, right?
No, Pumpkinhead.
Nope.
That's a disgrace too.
Day of the Dead is huge.
Dude.
Huge.
Day of the Dead, my favorite of the Dead series.
Sleepaway Camp is a huge classic cult.
Wow.
Cannibal Holocaust. Come on, bro.
They wouldn't put that on the
Yeah, but still, these are movies that, I mean...
Yeah, influential, yeah, definitely. But, dude...
Well, I gotta tap out for the video.
Right. You gotta go?
All right.
Yeah, I got a little bit of stuff to do.
All right.
I gotta tap out.
Thanks for joining us. I'm gonna stream just a little bit longer, and then I'm at the tap as well. But thanks for joining us. Thank you for, showing up to call bullshit on this list. Seriously.
Anytime, man.
I did not expect this to go left.
Me neither. It was going so well.
It was.
I don't know. The Chud at number 50. Chud. People still talk about Chud.
Was that the signal? Was that the?
Yeah, Chud to me is like, it's not the best movie, but it's something like people talked about Chud. They talked about, they still talk about Chud.
No, Cujo. It was also
Cujo.
Night of the Demons. Night of the Demons.
The Hitcher was there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Hitcher was there.
My Bloody Valentine.
I kind of feel like. Have a go on, Brendan.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Subscribe to Gorekeeper.
Yes, please subscribe.
Lewis, I'm starting to think that The Beyond was a fluke. These other choices, they kind of like put it there to kind of like, okay, let's we're gonna put mainstream stuff there, but let's put some obscure shit like from Italy. Let's put The Beyond there.
Yeah,
cult film fans like The Beyond, so I guess we have no choice but to put it there. I feel like this list kind of slap in the face. Yeah,
there's like other stuff that too. It's not the greatest films but they're the films still people talk about. Is like they even talk about Alligator. They talk Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah.
Should have had another one on the tip of my tongue, but no, the worst one was Lost Boys.
Yeah,
that means you don't watch horror.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. I'm stunned. It's like I would want Fright Night to be there too, but if it's a popularity contest, Lost Boys is a lot more iconic and influential, and has more staying power than Fright Night. But when Lost Boys isn't even there, that's terrible. It is really bad.
When you're saying Friday the 13th, was I wrong? Am I wrong thinking that when you're saying Friday the 13th Part 4 is better than 1 and 2 and 3? Is it? I mean, you could say if it is, but I don't. I mean, Pamela Voorhees in the first one. Come on, dude.
Well,
that was a good twist.
I think everyone's picking from just their personal favorites.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Oh, thanks for the dono, Date Dog. Appreciate it. He says, not even a slap, it's a punch in the face. Yeah. That list is yeah. Yeah, My Bloody Valentine. Come on. The Gate. I would have put The Gate over Gremlins.
Gremlins was weird.
Yeah.
Gremlins just like feels like a Steven Spielberg kids film to me.
Yeah.
No way.
The Gate's actually kind of creepy in the final act with a very young Steven Dorff. All right. Thanks, Fem Physique Fan. He's a great podcast, guys. He's got to go. Have a good one. See you later.
For watching.
Yeah, this is like, whoa, man.
Halloween 2 is the one that got me into Halloween.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
you know what? I like Halloween 2. Why do people hate Halloween 2? Why do they hate it?
It's not about hating it. Halloween 2, the problem is it's not consistent to the first film as far as like the gore is concerned and everything. So that's the only, because it had to compete with Friday the 13th. But when you have Halloween, that's a classic. We can't, that's not debatable. And then it forced the Halloween was forced to become more like another movie, which is Friday the 13th. And you're not going to put that movie that forced a classic Friday to change into gore. You're not going to put that on your list.
Yeah.
We got, you know what I mean? That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's weird.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty bad. What's some other ones you think should have been on there?
I think that's pretty much it. I pretty much mentioned the Lost Boys. Well, look, I mean, most of the Halloweens, if you're gonna go part 1, 2, and 3, I'm not sorry, Friday the 13th, you got to put those got to be in there. You know, there's a lot of stuff I haven't really watched though, so it's hard for me to say. Yeah.
But you know your shit though, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
Luke was like, Lewis knows horror, man. Contact Lewis. I'm like, all right. Another horror movie buff. It's all good. We got to celebrate one of the best genres of all time. Got to celebrate it. We aren't ashamed.
No. And when it's a horror movie, don't call it a thriller. It's still a horror movie.
Yeah.
Someone's asking me here real quick. I just want to answer. Am I at home or am I at Frankenstein? It's a mystery. Shh. I don't want to the Wizard of Oz.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
No, Charles.
Most of us YouTubers, you'll find out we're like pretty humble guys, just filming in our mom's basement.
That's it.
Yeah, just living the dream. And we're actually like, what's behind us is awesome, but what's in front of us is like dirty underwear. Plates.
Right now we're technically not wearing pants.
Half-eaten cheeseburgers.
That's it.
Mice, rats on the ceiling.
From here down, it's free balling, man. They don't know that,
Yeah, that's why we keep asking for super chats.
Oh man, what a horrible list! But I'm glad this was at least fun. Inviting you guys.
It was great. I love it. I love this community, man. I thank you for bringing me on here. I don't know if I doubt you guys have ever heard of me, but
oh, they heard of you.
Oh yeah.
I'm the schmo knucklehead here.
No, I actually saw you on Popcorn Planet and did a great job. I think it was a nerd war. It was a nerd war. What was the debate?
I got destroyed. What are you talking about? I gotta go ask it.
Well, hold on. What was the debate again?
It was about Mandalorian episodes, but it was.
What was the best one? Yeah.
Yeah, but
which one was the best one?
I was the first one that got kicked off. It was still fun being there, though. I had fun hanging out.
Sometimes, what people vote for is not necessarily what's good. I'm gonna the Collider staff. That's probably what's good for them. Maybe I'm not gonna judge. Whatever. But
it's still bad. It was a very odd list. It was weird. It started off okay, and then we're like, all right, we agree it deserves to be there. Just it should be shifted around a little bit, and then it went to to all right, fuck that. That's what it turned into. It's like, what the hell?
It's like, oh, here's the list. Oh, wait a minute. We go to film festivals.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, dude, horror movies, they're made on low budgets.
Yeah.
James Wan, who's a modern horror guy, the Conjuring series and Saw. Yeah. I saw him at a presentation for what is it? What are the show the franchises he has? Not the Conjuring, but the other one that's just like the Conjuring. Yes. And he said horror movies, if they have a budget of over $5 million or $10 million, they're not good. They have to be low budget. And I'm like, wow, that's weird to say. And he was right, because once you start working, when you start getting $100 million, you want to CG everything. And it doesn't look real. And what horror movies, what makes them scary is that idea that these things are real. The ghost is real. The slasher is real. The zombies are real.
Yeah.
It's a thing I had that I wasn't really into World War Z because of the CGI zombies. Your mind's telling you that's not, I'd rather see Romero zombies, you know, like.
Yeah, I kind of talked about that yesterday. But yeah, I'd rather see Romero zombies. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Dude, Day of the Dead was not on the fucking list, dude.
Day of the Dead is a huge classic. I disagree with how big it is, but it's so big. It's got to be mentioned.
Yeah.
You know,
but man, it's not even on the list though. Gremlins made it over Day of the Dead. Gremlins made it over The Lost Boys.
No way.
What is happening?
Well, it's also, you know, within maybe they're not really big on horror, you know.
Yeah,
bro, you got a lot of. First time I talked to you, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that think Get Out's the greatest horror movie ever made. It's good.
I'm not one of them. Yeah,
it's not the greatest horror movie ever made. No. I really liked the movie until, spoiler alert, they did the incisions with the brain. I was like, that's stupid. You know, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
The twist.
I found it to be entertaining, but I didn't, when I reviewed the movie a long time ago, I didn't give it like a 4 out of 5. It was like a 3 point something.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. It was well made. It was entertaining, but it wasn't the greatest thing that came across, you know.
But I feel like the newer we're a little bit more old school. The newer movie critics, they haven't seen as much, or they only know what they could know, and that's why Halloween 2018 is the greatest thing ever made. Right. You know, I don't know. I feel this may be blasphemous, but I feel H2O did it better with the whole.
It did.
Laurie Strode.
It did actually.
Yeah, she had the PTSD. She was weak in the beginning of the movie, and at the end, she said, "F you, Michael. I'm gonna kick your ass," and that was amazing. This one, she's just strong through the entire thing. No character development, no story arc. Right. She's the same character all the way through. You got a super chat.
Yeah. My mouth is agaped here because I forgot about this. If Gremlins is on the list, then they should have put Monster Squad.
Oh yeah, we dropped the ball right there. Yeah, Monster Squad was awesome.
Yeah. If you're gonna have Gremlins there, you got to have Monster Squad, definitely.
And guess what? Monster Squad's a better movie, in my opinion.
It's so good. It's such a good movie.
Squad just like it needed to be fleshed out a little bit more.
I wish I grew up with it. I would have loved it even more.
Yeah, it's Goonies meets Monsters.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. And another bad thing about big budget horror films is that not just the reliance on CGI, but the studios have more power than the director
because it's a big investment.
They're like, no, this is what we want. No, you know, and John Carpenter got really frustrated with that after he made movies. What was it with the Chevy Chase movie, The Invisible Man? He got really frustrated with that because that was a big budget movie, and the studio kept butting in. That's why he stopped making like big budget films, and he's like, I'm gonna just do my own independently funded low budget movies like Prince of Darkness and stuff. That way I have control and I have the say on what the movie turns out to be. So
it's a thing. That's why I feel Warner Brothers did a really good move. I don't know how it's going to turn out by giving their DC properties to James Wan, like a lot of them, because he's a classic horror director with a low budget. And then one thing about horror directors as well is they could bring in a good villain, and your movie's only as good as a villain. Yeah. Right. I think it's underestimated, but David S. Sandberg, I think that's his name, the Shazam director. I thought that was a good movie, dude.
It was fun.
Yeah, it had the three the bad guys, the deadly sins.
Yeah.
You know how they kill those guys inside the office and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel horror directors are underestimated.
Yeah, they are. Why? Because horror is next to their name.
Yep.
Here we go. All new critics are made up of kids that don't know their ass from their elbows. That's Collider. And
Twilight Zone wasn't in the movie. In the list.
That's right. Yeah, there's probably so many more that we're not even mentioning right now.
I know. There's probably some director from the 80s watching this going, you forgot my movie.
Hey, we're here to represent you, so back off. But anyway, Gorekeeper says, sorry I had to dip out a bit early, but this was a blast, guys. Thanks for having me. Well, thanks for hanging out, Gorekeeper. We'll do more on your channel. He's just started. He's fresh, so he's growing. He's slowly growing his channel, which is awesome.
Oh, is he? Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But
I think Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1, 2, and 3 could have been in there,
dude.
Over even 2, it gets better as you watch it.
Yeah, 2 grew on me.
Yeah,
it definitely grew on me, and it's actually pretty good.
Here, I'll take it to the next level, bro. Return of the Living Dead Part 1, 2, and 3. If you want to go that way, you know what I mean?
3 was still 80s?
I think it was, man. Let me look at it.
Okay.
3 is 3. They really went crazy.
Okay. Because I know 1 and 2 are 80s. But
let me see. The Return of the Living Dead.
There's so many movies with similar titles. I might be thinking.
Oh no, it's 93. But that's when they really shit the bed with the enhanced weirdo creature. But 2 is the one where they had the Michael Jackson.
The direct Michael Jackson zombie. But it's just fun. Night of the Creeps is fun. There's so many they can put on there. Eric, the Lost Boys wasn't even on the list, so Tetsuo the Iron Man is not going to be there. All right, Last Voorhees, have a good one. Tales from the Dark Side. That Sexy Sumo said that wasn't on there. Oh man,
what was that? That was no, this is 90s. Leatherface was 1990. I don't remember that one.
It was okay.
Yeah,
is that the one?
Good idea, but
yeah, it was all right. It wasn't the shit show that the Matthew McConaughey one was in.
Holy cow, that was awful, man.
But it's fun watching it now just to see the shit show. Just to see an actor overacting, but he thinks he's doing a good job, but the director's just like, sure, it's fine. Yeah, whatever. The director's not like tone it down a little bit, you know what I mean? So it's pretty funny. It's funny seeing the craziness, but it's not good. Oh, Silver Bullet. There's another one. That was good. Silver Bullet was a good one. Terrible.
I'm gonna have to get going, bud, because
I was gonna ready to end it anyway.
I got a long night tonight.
Me too.
Tonight with the WandaVision and everything. So.
Oh shit! All right. But this is the perfect time to go ahead and end it.
Yeah.
All right, Movie Dojo Army. Thanks again for watching today. Seeing us horror movie maniacs destroying this bullshit list, this disgrace, this massacre. Right. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to go over to
Nerd Report. If you guys are anticipating Godzilla versus Kong, I'm gonna be 90% chance it's gonna happen. We're gonna do giveaways. So for our subscribers over there.
There you go. That's right. Make sure you go over to Lewis's channel, subscribe, follow him on Twitter. A lot of great content there. That's right. A lot of good shit. And don't forget, we're just taking a break today. We're going to shut it down, but we're just taking a break today because at 6 p.m. Pacific time, come on back. We got a Versus episode. Top Gun
watch that.
versus Iron Eagle. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Lewis, you're always welcome for future Versus episodes or on my other popular series. Is It Really That Bad? movie
that's
series.
great. So you actually have programming here. I just go on. I don't even know what I'm talking about. That's why you got such a great community. So, quick question for everyone: who would Johnny Lawrence pick? Iron Eagle or Top Gun?
There you
Let's
go.
see. You know who it is, right?
Oh yeah.
You know the answer. Okay, let's see if the chat knows the answer. Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai. Who would he pick? What movie would he pick? Iron Eagle or Top Gun? My God, no one knows? Or is
Come on, Sumo?
I
think you stumped him.
I stumped him? Is he a Cobra Kai guy?
There you go. They're coming in now. There you go. Hey, he got it.
Iron Eagle is the correct answer.
There you go. There they come. There's the army. There they go. Iron Eagle. That's right. Tonight's going to be very interesting. It's going to be. I already know. I have a feeling what's going to get best movie, the votes. I know who's going to win tonight, but I'm conflicting on a lot of things. So it's going to be interesting. Going to be an interesting discussion tonight. But yeah, watch it later when you get some free time.
I am going to watch it live.
I'll hit you up for any future Versus episodes, or Is It Really That Bad episodes. Those are fun too.
Is it really that bad? I got to watch that too. I got to watch that. That seems very interesting. I would throw in Tron Legacy in there. I don't know if it's
that'd
Tron
be a good
Legacy.
one. We'll talk later.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Me and Joshua Gray did an episode in Lunga. So
nice.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, Lewis. It was an honor. It was a privilege. Chat, don't forget, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Come on back. Versus episode. We'll see you badasses next time. And don't forget to also support Lewis's favorite movie director of all time, Rob Zombie. All right. Have a good one. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.
Peace.